Hi everyone. In this video, we are going to learn about Terraform. Here, we are going to learn what is Terraform and where we are going to use this Terraform. Everything we are going to discuss in detail in this session. Let us understand what do you mean by Terraform. Terraform is an open source tool which is used to automate the infrastructure creation. How I can be able to automate the infrastructure with the help of the code that will be called as IAC, infrastructure as a code. When I execute that code, means when I run this code, automatically it can be able to create the infrastructure as per my requirement. Why it is required to create the infrastructure? Means generally if I want to deploy my application, generally what is the prerequisite? First of all, I need to have the infrastructure. On top of the infrastructure only, I can be able to deploy my application. So where we can be able to create the infrastructure? Here there are two scenarios are there. The one scenario is on premises. If I have the on premises infrastructure is there, I can be able to deploy my application on top of the on premises infrastructure. Suppose, assume in my organization, I don't have the on premises setup. I am going to depend on the cloud service provider. Means in market, we have the n number of service providers are there. On top of it, like we have AWS, Azure and GCP. It is nothing but Google. So these are the main cloud service provider which currently available in the market. Suppose every cloud service provider has their individual native tools in order to automate the infrastructure creation. For example, if you take AWS, the cloud formation template is the native tool in order to automate the infrastructure creation. But coming to Azure, ARM templates, Azure Resource Manager templates. Coming to GCP, GDM, Google Deployment Manager, in order to automate the infrastructure creation. Even though we have the cloud native automation templates are available, why we are going to choose Terraform? Because of if I am selecting any one of the tool, I can be able to create the infrastructure for that particular cloud service only. But if I am using the Terraform, what I can be able to do? I can be able to create the infrastructure for all the service providers, like all the cloud service providers. At the same time, I can be able to create the infrastructure on premises as well. Because of these features which are available in the Terraform, the majority of the companies has showed their interest towards to automate the infrastructure with the help of the Terraform. And there are several reasons why we are using Terraform, because why we are not, why companies are using Terraform. Like it is a server orchestration tool and the code is declarative code, means the code is in the human readable language only. As you know, in which language it has been developed? It is using HCL, HashiCorp configuration language, and the script is also developed in the HCL language only. And it is a declarative code. And mutable code means I can be used the code for multiple times. Suppose I had developed one script. By using that script, I can be able to create the infrastructure. And once it has been decommissioned, assume later I want to create the infrastructure by using the same file. Can I usable or not? Obviously, you can be usable because of how many times you want to create, that many times you can be able to create the code by using the same code. And advantages, what are the advantages I am getting? The code is readable, means if you read the code, then you can understand what exactly going on. That is simple. It is in the user friendly language. And dry run means you have some certain commands are there. Before executing in the production, you can be able to validate the errors. Like the Terraform validate is the command which can be used in order to find the errors. Suppose while developing the script, if you have any kind of errors while running the command, you can be, it is throwing in errors. You have so and so errors are there in the script, just please have a look on it. Accordingly, we will make the script is perfectly alright. So by validating, it is going to provide us the accurate results. Then once I can be able to, once the validation has been successfully done, if I run the script, then it didn't provide any such kind of errors in the production environment or the whatever the environment you are going to run. That may be dev environment, that may be test environment, that may be production environment. It is not going to impact anything. And just let us understand about the history and the evolution of Terraform. And coming to the Terraform, initially developed by the HashiCorp in the year of 2014. In the early years of the 2014, it has been introduced the Terraform, and at that time, because of the features and advantages which has been offered by the Terraform, the majority of the companies had showed their interest towards the using of the Terraform. Generally, if you are using, if you in the market, if you found any something which is very useful for your benefits, then definitely you are showing interest towards using the product. In the similar way, because of the features offered by the Terraform tool, the majority of the companies had attracted towards the features of the Terraform. So because of that, the majority of the company has showed their interest. So that's why the Terraform is the one of the trending tool which has been used by the majority organization in order to automate the infrastructure creation. And the most thing is, it is open source. As you know, what do you mean by open source? Open source is nothing but everybody can be used with free cost. It is available over the internet. And is there any paid service available? Obviously. Suppose if I can be able to maintain my environment with the help of open source configuration, then I can do that. Otherwise, I need support as my environment or as my application is very valuable, and if I have any errors, I need a support. At that time, I can be able to adapt for the paid service as well. Why? What are the advantages which we will get when we adopt the paid service? Means we get the enough support. When I have the issue, instead of research myself, I can be able to take the support from the experts who is on the Terraform. That would make to resolve my issues as soon as possible without having the dependencies. Okay, this is all about Terraform introduction and that what Terraform as it is exactly. And I hope you have some idea brief about what Terraform and where we are going to use this Terraform. Okay, then fine. Then in the next section we are going to discuss how we are going to integrate the Terraform. As you know, the Terraform is a third-party tool. How we are going to integrate the Terraform with the AWS, we are going to discuss in the next session. Until signing off, thank you. Bye bye.